Hello students, welcome to the ITC and CN session. We are discussing the unit number 1, that is information theory and source coding. Let's discuss what exactly the discrete memoryless channel. So that is also called as a DMC, that is discrete memoryless channel. So in this case, if you just look at the overall representation for the channel, it is nothing but the input is there. We are indicating it with respect to X. In output is indicated with respect to the letter Y. If x1 to xm, these are the messages associated with the capital X, that is the source, and y1 to yn, these will be the output associated with the capital Y. Then to represent the conditional probability, that is p of yj slash x xi, then it is also called as a p of yj given for the given xi. So that is nothing but the channel transition probability. Now let's look at what exactly the definition for it. The channel is discrete when x and y are both finite. It is memoryless when the current output depends on only current input and not on any of the previous inputs. So obviously it is called as a memoryless channel because it is not at all depending on the previous you can say the input. It is just depending on the current output only. Now to analyze it further, it can be specified like each possible input to output path is indicated along with the conditional probability, that is p of yj given xi. So this can be read out like p of yj slash xi or p of yj for given xi, means probability of y with respect to event xi. So where p of yj slash xi is the conditional probability of obtaining output yj given that the input is xi and is called as a channel transition probability. This is also called as conditional probability. When we want to characterize a channel, we can represent this in terms of the channel matrix that is provided over here. A channel is completely specified by the complete set of transition probability. So that is channel matrix. So p of y by x, if I want to represent it with respect to the channel, I will write it in terms of this square bracket. So p of y1 by x1, p of y2 by x1, p of yn by x1, as we discussed in the earlier slide. Y1 to yn, that is the outputs, x1 to xm, that is the inputs. So if you just configure for this first row, it is nothing but 1 1, means here the x1, x is nothing but the number of rows, y is nothing but the column. So here y1 x1 y2 x1 yn x1. So this is nothing but the first row, first column. This element is nothing but the element from the second column and first row. So that's why it is represented like p of y2 by x1. Same is the case for the final element, that is p of yn slash x1. Like this we can represent it further till the p of yn slash xm. Each row of the channel matrix must sum to unity, means if I add the first row, second row, third row, like that till the final one, I will get it as a unity. So that's why the condition over here, which we can summarize like summation j equal to 1 to n p of yj slash xi is equal to 1 for all I, that is for all rows. Now let's proceed for the next. If we concentrate on the input probability, that is for the x, if we concentrate for the output probability, that is p of y. So this is p of x and this is p of y. So p of x can be written like p of x1 x2 till xm. Similarly p of y, p of y1 y2 till p of yn. If this is the case, then how to derive the p of y from the p of x and existing channel matrix, that is p of y by x. So this is the very important relation, that is p of y is equal to p of x into p of y by x. So if someone want to write the P of x in terms of this matrix, it can be written like P of x1 all elements 0, then P of x2 all elements 0, like this. So this is nothing but the representation of whatever we have written in the very first line. Similarly, if we want to derive, let's say, the joint probability matrix P of x comma y, then it can be written like P of x multiply this entire P of x with P of y by x. That is the conditional probability matrix, or someone may say as a channel matrix. The matrix, these are the important, you can say, the expressions while solving the numericals based on the discrete memoryless channel. So the matrix P of x comma y is known as a joint probability matrix. Similarly, matrix P of y slash x is nothing but the conditional probability matrix. Let's see the next. What is meant by the binary symmetric channel? So when we want to analyze what exactly the binary symmetric channel, it is very simple one to understand, since it is mentioned as a symmetric. This symmetricity can be analyzed with respect to the transition probabilities, that is P. This is P. This is 1 minus P. This is also 1 minus P. So here the symmetric properties can be simplified. Now from this particular diagram is called as a channel diagram. This is nothing but the channel diagram. So from this channel diagram, one can prepare this channel matrix or the channel transition probability matrix. So P of y by x. So if this is x1, this is x2, this is y1 and this is y2, then this very first element 1 minus p, it is nothing but y1 by x1. So if it is y1 by x1, just check out here x1 and this is nothing but the y1. The probability associated with this particular line, the probability is nothing but 1 minus p. So I need to write the same probability here. Let me change the color. This is what the probability. So the same probability is written over here, that is 1 minus p. That is for y1 by x1. Similarly, if it is, let's say, y2 by x2, this is what the probability means. Again it will be the same case. Similarly, if it is, let's say, y2 by x1, means for this particular case, let me change the color here. If it is okay, this is what y2 by x1, sorry, it is y1 by x2. So if it is y1 by x2, then I need to deal up with this. This is y1 and this is what x2. So for this y1 to x2, this is what the probability which we need to deal up. So this is y1, this is x2 and this is what p. So here this factor will be p. Similarly, if we want to find out how this p is obtained, this p is due to the what second column, that is y2, this is, and first row, that is x1. So with respect to y2 x1, the probability is nothing but for this particular transition is p. So this is how this p is derived. One may point out it for this y1 by x1 as 1 minus p. Similarly, for this next case, that is y2 by x2 as 1 minus p, the same case is provided here. Now to conclude this, the channel is symmetric because the probability of receiving a 1 if a 0 is sent is the same as the probability of receiving a 0 if a 1 is sent. So you can just check here, this transition probabilities P, both are same. This common transition probability is denoted by capital P or small p. So this is nothing but actually the concept of binary symmetric channel and how to prepare from the channel diagram the channel matrix. So thank you everyone. Thank you very much.